Welcome to Doom Tank Land. How you guys doing? Today we're talking about the Doom Tank here, the SG-11, one of the most powerful heroes in the game, and honestly, I gotta say it, guys, I think the most powerful hero in the game. So, he's got a lot of interesting concepts to him. First of all, here's the thing. This is the weird thing. He's got a lot of health and he's got a lot of defense, but that doesn't matter like at all. Um, the only time he's ever going to get attacked is you have ranged units, and they're going to just sit there and try and hit him. All the rest of the units are just going to walk right past him. So he's not going to stall a single guy, but he does have some extra helpers that are going to try and stun the people, though they die fairly quickly, so I don't know if they're really all that good. His special property here is that enemies receive damage when the tank moves and passes over them. So if you're going to move your Doom tank around a lot, this does require micro, but you can do extra damage just like by moving him back and forth and stuff like that. So feel free to try to use that to its main advantage there. Personally, I'm more of a just plop him down and let him go to town unless I really, really need him or something like that. So definitely just keep that in mind, though. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the 5 different abilities here, how they work, what they're good for and what their sort of negative aspects are, and then we're going to hop into the game and show him off really quick and show how beastly this guy actually is. He's got a lot of cool properties here, man, and a lot of cool attacks. I would say almost none of the attacks are bad, actually. So that's hard to have happen in a hero, and that's what you're getting for these high-tier, most expensive heroes in the game. You're going to get something that is absolutely beastly and absolutely powerful. So, first of all, we've got the Heat Missiles. Launches a burst of 8 homing missiles that search and impact enemies across the battlefield, causing 40 damage each. It's not too bad, 240 damage across the field as well. So anywhere on the screen, man, it's not too shabby. Basically, if we want to, we just hurt the furthest enemy on the screen and just keep them from sneaking through our defense. It's always what you want to see. Ground Slam. Smashes the ground, causing 90 damage and stunning for 2 seconds to all affected enemies. This one is actually kind of cool because it's kind of across a lot of the map. It's not just in a small little area or anything like that. It's sort of similar to the way Jigu's ability is going to work over here, his Ice Zone. Where it sort of just sprays just a little bit. It does a pretty good amount of damage and stuns. It's not unbelievably powerful, but just adding it on to the other arsenal of stuff over here, it definitely helps us out right here. Moving on, we've got the Expendables. Soldiers are now able to shoot so actually, let's reset this really quick and just see what this does. Spawn soldiers ready to fight and protect the tank. Then we've got increase the attack damage of the soldiers, and then finally just able to shoot from afar. So we've got fairly high-ranged defenders over here, basically just adding to his arsenal. Again, these guys can stun or stall the enemies coming in, and I think that's the main thing that you're going to use them for, is just kind of being in the way, stalling some people, letting the Doom tank kind of get to his action over here. Ooh, baby, this thing is interesting. This is where he turns into a gigantic flamethrower and does 120 damage to everybody in a grouped circle around him. It's not a huge circle, but it's a pretty decent-sized circle where you're going to be doing damage over here, guys. I like it. I like it a lot. And then last but not least, we've got another fiery attack over here. You can tell with the Doom tank, fire is definitely a big part of his arsenal over here. Calls a plane that tosses napalm on the screen. Again, in sort of a grouped... I'd say like a long string on the map, sort of similar to the way that the ground slam is going to work, and does 240 damage. So if you've got anywhere where you're just stalling some guys with some barracks or something like that, like boom, shazoom, are you going to be doing some mega damage right there with that napalm and all that grouped attack. And I think that's the main thing about this guy. Almost everything is a grouped attack. So if you ever get a big bundle of guys, they're all dead. There's no way that they're going to survive. As far as speed goes, for a tank, not too shabby. I would not say that he is... I would say he's right around like medium speed as far as most of the people are concerned. He doesn't have any special ways to move around the screen, though. No like teleport or bursty speed or anything like that. It's just sort of standard, reasonably fast speed, medium to fast speed. So let's send out some units over here, and let's see what happens. Now, keep in mind, his guys are just going to follow around. They're going to have that nice little sniper attack right there. You can see his barrage kind of going out right here. He's going to do that ground slam, which is going to hurt a lot of the guys on the screen right there. And like I said, it's a pretty wide area that he's going to be affecting. Not just a little tiny, like, right around him. No, that entire area. All those guys, all that group units can definitely get hurt. So the Doom Tank, baby. Oh my god. There's his flamethrower. I mean, there was only one guy getting flamethrower there, so he's not smart. But still, damage is insane. So we're going to watch him just annihilate these guys, too. And now they're finally starting to go through. Actually, what? His guys aren't stalling him? Maybe when I get him up to sniper. There we go. Finally. Oh, God. I was like, what the heck? Why aren't they getting stalled? The heck? I was thinking, like, if I get them up to the third tier, for some reason they weren't going to do that. But makes sense that they were. There's the barrage going to town on these guys. And I haven't had to build anything else to stop everything. So far, the Doom Tank is doing everything. Just a brute force mecha that is not to be messed with, man. Force to be reckoned with right here. Here we go. Smush these guys. We stun them on top of it. Let everybody just do more damage. There's the barrage coming out again very, very quickly. Overall, just rock frickin' solid flamethrower, just blasting these guys. Now, don't forget, if we pop in some barracks or something like that and just put them like on top of the Doom Tank, it's awesome. Then, on top of that, don't forget, just by moving, we can do damage to people. So it's not a lot of damage, alright? But just by moving around, if we want to, we can just be like, bup, 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 and do damage to people. Not something you're going to do all that much, but it's at least cool to have it as part of the game. Alright. Now, I did talk about this just a little bit. He's got medium armor, well, a pretty good amount of armor here. His attack, 100 plus damage just by itself. Whoo, that is good. And then 480 health. So, a good amount of health. But again, because nobody's going to end up actually attacking him with hand attacks, it's unlikely for him to die, except in very rare circumstances. But at the same time, not having any ability to stall with your hero can really suck. I mean, you really have to rely on your reinforcements or your barracks units to stall these guys. There's no extra special way around just putting him in the way and stalling the guys. You have to rely on your 3 random sniper people, or random infantry units here, to stall everybody. And 3 people's not that much to mess around with either. I mean, that's still a pretty good amount of stalling power. As one hero being able to stall 3 different people, that's still pretty freaking good. Alright, so far we're basically soloing all the way up until round 4 here with just the Doom Tank, man. Like, oh my god, he's good. So let's pop in some napalm action here. The Call of the Valkyrie. I'm going to wait until there's at least a few more decent level guys over here. In fact, I should just move the Doom Tank away so I can get some guys on the screen, man. We're killing them too quick. We're killing them too quick over here. So the only negative thing about this guy, I would say, is that maybe he's too good. Maybe maybe you're gonna. So here we go. Here's our napalm. Kablamo! Burn them on the screen right there. There they go. Some extra fire going in. We get the Tesla coils to stall them in the back there. I'm going to take down everybody. Cooldown on this bad boy is going to take a pretty long time as well. I would say it's right on the order of pretty much all the other high-tier, high-strength abilities. It's going to take a long time to come back, but I think you can definitely use it at the very least, at least once per round, if not twice per round. If you ever get an emergency, you just call him back in and napalm again. So definitely keep that in mind. But I'd say the only negative thing about him is he may be too good. Like, is it going to still be fun to play this game? If you just literally own everything, almost no problems here. I don't know. I personally, no. To me, no. I will not be using any of the paid heroes because I want to win my games with skill. All right, so definitely keep that in mind. Is that, are you going to ruin the fun for yourself by buying all these paid heroes? I don't believe that you need him to beat these games on Impossible. So that's something you definitely have to keep in mind here, guys. But that's all I'm going to have for you guys today, so if you want to, press the like button for me. That would be very, very much appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't. And, of course, have a super-duper delicious day.